As she looked at Catherine sitting next to her, she realized that was the only wardrobe she had. It was a lovely diaper and shirt, of course, but she didn't even have a hat, or a coat for the cold, or a pretty dress. Lula put down her breakfast and grabbed her doll. Getting her laptop, she again snuggled into her chair, placing Catherine in her lap so they could both see the screen. Okay, Catherine, this is called online shopping. Us big girls get to do it whenever we want. Or at least after payday. Catherine quickly found a doll clothes website. Oh, you will look so cute in that outfit, Catherine. She happily clicked and shopped and clicked some more. Then it hit her. Catherine, we need to wear matching outfits. Then we can really be best friends. At this, Catherine completely redid her search. She found the cutest clothes that could work for both herself and her dolly. Sure, most of them were a little on the little girl side. Okay, so maybe they were outright babyish, but that's part of what made dressing up so much fun. You could pretend. She had just ordered some clothes to be overnighted to her apartment, but it was very apparent that something was missing. Looking at her baby doll, she tried to figure out what it could possibly be. She wanted them to be just alike, and she was adamant about that. Catherine, I am such a silly head. You are a baby doll. We can't possibly dress alike unless we're both wearing something every baby needs. She hugged her dolly at this revelation. A quick Google brought up diapers of all sizes, but there was no way any of them would fit her. Her next search was for adult diapers. They just didn't have the realism that Lula would need if she wanted to match Catherine, she concluded with much disappointment. These were for old people seeking to hide. Lula would be wearing these at home when she was playing dress-up with her dolly, hardly a time where she would need to conceal anything. She was about to get up when a thought just popped into her head. I wonder, she said aloud. Typing the words felt a little funny, but adult baby diapers yielded exactly what she was looking for. She let out a squeal of excitement when she saw them, as they looked just perfect. Big disposable and cloth diapers designed for adults just like her, some even with baby-style print on them. She couldn't believe they existed. An overnight delivery charge was easily worth being able to explore this new fascination. Catherine, this is so exciting. We will get to play together like never before. She gave the doll another tight squeeze as she closed her laptop. She reached for her phone only to realize it was still in her bedroom charging. Walking in to get it, she was shocked to find it was almost noon. Holy horses, I can't believe I was shopping for 2.5 hours. Strangely, she felt embarrassed at saying the words. She looked into the blue eyes of her doll and it felt like she had done something she shouldn't have in front of a child. Sorry, Catherine, I didn't mean to use such a bad potty word. She felt better about herself having apologized before sitting on her mattress. Putting aside her doll for a moment, though not out of arm's reach, she checked her texts. Austin had responded. What would he say? Ha, yeah, it was a great time. At least, it was through the first bit at the bar. I blacked out hard for at least half the night. Thanks again for the records. When I woke up just now they were playing them and they sound great as ever. Great. He didn't even remember the little moment they had last night. Why was she hoping he had anyway? It's not like she had thought about him like that before. And yet, there was definitely a little disappointment there. Maybe they would have another moment, she thought, blushing ever so slightly. She was in no hurry to text back. Instead, she stood up and walked into her bathroom. She hadn't really dressed for the day and she definitely needed a shower. Especially after pissing her bed. She really couldn't believe she had gotten that drunk. She started up the water and waited on it to get hot. The warm water felt good on her skin as she got nice and clean. She took her time, and the water as decidedly less hot as she turned it off and reached for a towel. As she rubbed it around her legs she held it for a moment and pretended it was a diaper. Tomorrow she would get to wear the real thing. That thought stopped her dead in her tracks. What am I doing? She suddenly realized. It was like all of a sudden it dawned on her how absurd her morning had been. Did I seriously order baby doll clothes and diapers? What the hell, Lila? Were you still drunk or something? Her mirror didn't respond. Maybe I can still cancel and get my money back. Throwing on some workout clothes, she got the now clean sheets out of the dryer and headed for the bedroom. With a look of disgust, she tossed her doll to the corner of the room and started putting the sheets back on. She was tucking the corners in when a pang of regret flared up right in her chest. She looked over at the doll, face down, one of its pigtails knocked undone. Seeing that made her feel a deep sense of regret, and she immediately stopped to rush over to the corner. I'm so sorry, Catherine. Lula's face was a pout she hoped her friend would accept as a demonstration of how sorry she felt. Liam. I was a naughty girl. Her mock baby talk made her feel like an equal, just to show how truly remorseful she felt for her playmate. Come on, let me show you how to make up a big girl bed. After setting her room finally back to order, Lula collapsed on her back into her comforter. Giving Catherine a comfortable resting spot in the crook of her arm, making sure she was face up so that she could read her texts along with Lula stared at the message from Austin. Okay, Catherine, what should I text back? She giggled to herself as she thought about Austin's cute bout of confidence from the night before. Like two best friends who had played with each other for years, Lula plotted her words with Catherine.